Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across the galaxy, pull out your finest cup of Java juice that you might have laying around. Come on in, nice and close, and the biggest and deadliest Star Destroyer. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. We got big news I want to make sure you guys know about in regards to Star Wars Galaxy series. Can we pull that camera out just a little bit? Oh, Gary, that's why we pay the big bucks around here. We got important news I want to make sure you guys know about, because our data miners are such an invaluable resource in our Star Wars Galaxy viewers community, giving us the foresight of what we want to know before it even happens, and of course getting us a little excited for what is to come in Star Wars Galaxy viewers. And it looks like they did it again. They have found within the bowels of the data of Galaxy of Heroes a new character coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and my prediction is, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be in relation to this right here. Sith Eternal Emperor Gucci sweater Palpatine. Just look at him dripping with the Gucci velvet from head to toe. My gosh, he is looking really dang good. Let's show you where this news is coming from and tell you what I think it's going to be. Most likely the thumbnail and title are going to spoil it for you, and I'm thinking if there's going to be another Galactic Legend marquee requirement for Palpatine, it's probably going to be General Pryde. So we're going to talk all about that, but let's go ahead, hop over to our Imperial Tactical PC over here, show you where this information is coming from. As always, big shout out to SWGoH events, top 5 resources, and guest Star Wars Galaxy viewers. They pull out data from the data mine that helps us find out things before it even happens. Galactic Challenges, for example, Mon Mothma, 3POC, the list goes on and on. Most recently, they found that Admiral Piet was in the file. Somehow they pulled out artwork from just files of Galaxy of Heroes before he even came out. That's how important it is. Obviously, Admiral Piet came to life. We've done extensive testing in PvP Arena, a Grand Arena, a territory battle. So if you want to learn more about him, definitely check it out. Bringing Imperial Troopers to a whole new level. But underneath my camera right here, as you see, they found it not too long ago. Barbarossa, one of our data miners in our community, found a couple days ago there's a new character bundle in the files. At any time they see a new character bundle, what it means for them is that it's a new marquee character coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So let's talk about why I think it's going to be in relation to Galactic Legends Palpatine. I actually have two thoughts of ideas I want to share with you guys what I think this character is going to be, but I'm like 80% leaning towards the fact that this marquee character is probably going to be for the Sith Eternal Emperor. Let's go ahead, roll some footage right behind us here of Galactic Challenges. Galactic Challenges, by the way, boy, interesting month of exhibition season. We know there's a lot of feedback Capital Games is aware of. Let's hope they improve upon it. I did enjoy the Empire Day one. It was it was nice seeing it, but hopefully they improve the game mode, the rewards, the timing. There's a lot of stuff here, but let's go ahead and roll some gameplay in the background while we talk about this and my thoughts on who I think this character is. And really, it kind of stems to the requirements for these Galactic Legends. Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, Gucci sweater, Palpatine. The first thing that came to my mind when I'm looking at these requirements is, all right, we got to look at Rey and Kylo. How did the Rey and Kylo requirements come about? I think it's safe to assume that we're going to get the requirements more or less similar to how the requirements were for Rey and Kylo. What I mean by that is no matter which route you go for, whether it's going to be Jedi Master Luke Skywalker or Palpatine, more or less, you have to have the same amount of legendaries for both sides. You're going to need the same amount of marquee characters for both sides, same amount of gear and relic requirements for both sides, ships, etc., etc., etc. That's where the foundation of my idea comes from right here. But when I look at the requirements that we're seeing right away and just seeing what has come out in the past year so far, we know that right out the gate, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker needs 2 marquee characters, and that kind of follows the same beats of Rey and Kylo. 2 marquee characters needed for Rey, the Resistance Hero Bros, the Safari Bros, the Handbag Bros, whatever you like to call them. And of course, for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, we had Larry the Sith Trooper, as well as General Hux. But when you scroll down and look at Sith Eternal Emperor, only 1 marquee character was put out there, Admiral Piet at Relic 5. And when you look at this year, we haven't gotten another marquee character that fits the theme of Sith Eternal Emperor, Rise of Skywalker, that is within the past couple months here. We've only gotten the Rebel stuff not so long ago, and we just got Admiral Piet. So my hunch is, ladies and gentlemen, the next character that's going to come is going to fill in that void to make sure the requirements are on par with both Palpatine and Luke Skywalker, and it's going to be a marquee character for the Emperor Palpatine himself. And as I already kind of spoiled it, I am thinking, people, it's going to be General Pryde that's going to be required for this character. I know right now the first batch requires for Emperor Palpatine alone. I mean, I guess let's compare Luke and Palpatine. For the most part, Luke's requirements are mostly Rebels with the exception of Jedi training Rey, and then Palpatine, the first batch requirements are all Empire, all lovely Imperial units on the list. But I don't think that's going to be the same thing moving on for the next 2 batches. We have 3 batches in total of requirements. I'm definitely thinking, because this is a Rise of Skywalker character, Disney sequel characters and whatnot, I only can assume that we're going to need some sort of Rise of Skywalker-esque characters for Palpatine. And I'm thinking General Pryde is probably a really great candidate for a character needed for Marquis, firstly, because they got to throw in those Marquis characters somewhere in there, and fits the theme of Emperor Palpatine because he was extremely loyal to the Emperor, helped execute the final order. General Pryde, I think, is a fantastic, and I was actually kind of a fan of him. Granted, he was kind of Grand Moff Tarkin 3.0. We had Grand Moff Tarkin, which no one can get on the same level as our boy Peter. And then we had General Hux, which kind of was on the good start of a young Grand Moff Tarkin that kind of fell off the cliff a little bit in The Last Jedi. And then, of course, we have General Pryde, which kind of brought that sinister, calculated feeling of Grand Moff Tarkin. Relentless! He never stops at anything, always putting victory above all else. I did like General Pryde from The Rise of Skywalker. I kind of wish we learned a little bit more about him, but I think it kind of fits the bill of what we're looking for. Palpatine, you need someone around that ballpark of Rise of Skywalker who helped Palpatine kind of come back into the fold, come back into the story, although they probably should have announced him probably earlier on in the sequel trilogy. We're not going to get into movie critic stuff right now. So that's where my first thoughts go to. And I know that, let's talk about the points. Some people are going to say, well, why would they release another marquee character so close to release of Galactic Legends? Well, keep in mind, they can expedite the process of releasing a marquee character. This is a very once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. As we saw Piet, for example, they're expediting how fast he's going to become free-to-play. Normally, you got to wait 3 months. After a marquee comes out, you got to wait 3 months for them to become free-to-play. Well, Piet, they're expediting it by 50%. Instead of waiting for the 3 months, you're only waiting a month and a half. So what was it, Larry? About a week or two ago, we got Piet. So sometime within 4 to 5 weeks, we're going to get Piet farmable. Well, they could do the same thing with, let's just say, General Pryde, for the sake of the argument, that they could just expedite it, make them on a 4 to 6 week release process. Because right now we're predicting Galactic Legends, Palpatine, and Luke are probably coming mid-late October, early November at the very latest there. So they could very well put General Pryde on an expedited schedule. Really, the problem with the hardcore prediction here is who this character is going to be, mainly because you got to think of, all right, well, what tags is Palpatine and I guess Luke is going to have, and then what characters are going to be meta with those characters. And generally, the requirements for Galactic Legends turn out to be the best team. Look at Palpatine, or no, I'm sorry, look at Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Best team is the Galactic Legends requirements to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. The best team for Rey, I suppose, in Grand Arena involves the Handbag Brothers of some sort with Rey. So General Pryde, they need an Eternal Emperor Palpatine, definitely could be that character that's going to be needed. Again, really the problem comes down to, I know people are thinking it's going to be all Empire requirements. Trust me, I wish it's going to be all Empire requirements. I'm not going to get myself that hopeful. I think they're definitely going to be kind of mixing in requirements from the other movies in relation to Emperor Palpatine. So that's kind of where my thoughts are. But of course, I would love that if they added some more Imperials needed for Palpatine. If they added a Scout Trooper, I'd be down for that. Anything Empire, I'd be down for. But realistically, General Pryde seems to be the most fitting thing, I'd say, Gary, for our Emperor Palpatine himself. But let's throw out the other idea I had up here. The other idea that's kind of sitting on the table right now kind of goes to our conversation of The Mandalorian. We talk all the time about our monthly speculation review with the log and reward that we're getting. This month is IG-88. Let's give you the short and sweet, simple summary of the last video. If you didn't see it, card in the top right-hand corner here. But IG-88 is our login award. The last time we had the IG-88 login award, we had Mandalorian stuff come to Galaxyverse back in April of this year. Kara, Grief Karga, and Mando himself. What I was thinking for September, since IG-88 is the login award yet again, we're going to fill out the rest of the crew. Getting IG-11, getting Quill perhaps, and maybe Baby Yoda, the child. I don't know if the child's going to happen just yet, although I would love for it's going to happen at some point, guys. Let's not beat the topic too much. It's going to happen at some point in the future with the child coming to Galaxyverse. So I was thinking the IG-11 could be added as well. It's just more of timing. All right, but I think definitely this marquee character is probably going to be that second marquee character since they turn to Palpatine, and basically that's all the new characters and stuff needed for these upcoming Galactic Legends. And whatever marquee characters comes after this one will probably be more from Mandalorian and whatever type of era the Capital Games wants to start dipping into. So I think it's definitely 80% chance Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine marquee character requirement, and 20% chance we're going to start getting some Mandalorian characters to fill up the rest of the Mando crew. But I'm going to pass it over to you guys. What do you guys think? It's kind of hard thinking of what it's going to be, because what are the tags going to be for Sith Eternal Emperor? I would love if he had an Empire tag, so the Empire stays in the map for a very long time. But realistically, I'm thinking they might create a Final Order tag, They might give him a Sith tag, and maybe First Order. I don't know if First Order is going to be a tag. Maybe he's going to have a ton of tags. Maybe it's just going to be Sith. I don't know, but I think General Pryde, they could add a Final Order tag. I think Sith Trooper Larry could definitely fit in there too, because his unique ability says the Emperor's Legacy. I think it'd be really cool at the minimum to add a Final Order tag to kind of break this whole other team, because it's going to be kind of hard splitting up the First Order if they're going to give him a First Order tag. Let's not get too much into the tag stuff, although I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts if we think that Palpatine is going to get a First Order, Sith, Final Order, Empire tag, passing the ball over to all you lovely ladies and gentlemen out there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hope you're having a great time sipping on that Jawa juice, no matter where you might be. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts for this upcoming marquee character? Of course, anytime a new marquee character comes to Galaxies, or any character for that matter, I always make sure you guys learn everything you need to know about that character while having a grand old time. Like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And who's rolling out the outro today? Gary, I gotta say, you were kind of on point with everything today. Let's make sure we end on a high note. Subscribe so you're not missing a thing, and always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace out, everybody. Gary, I need you to hit that outro. Come on, my man. Oh, look, you were doing a great job. We just got to get that outro rolling here. We're already past the 10-minute mark. There we go, buddy.